What's good, y'all? What's the numbers TV? It's your boy Paul Rowe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and like a video if you appreciate the content that Paul Rowe and What's the Numbers I provided. Today we back with another profile piece. This one is on Foot for Mayor, real name Kenneth Singleton. In this video we're going to take a look at his early life growing up in East New York, Brooklyn, where he will first make a name for himself by tagging up. We will also look at Foot's time in high school, where he would create a crew called the Pimps that would grow to have hundreds of members over the years. Next, we will take a look at his music that he released throughout the years and also his clothing line called Footwear. And lastly, we will look at the details surrounding the shooting in the streets of Brooklyn that would sadly end his life in June of 2020. Kenneth Foot Singleton is from the East New York section of Brooklyn. While attending school PS 213, he got the name Little Foot after naming a classmate of his, Bigfoot. Eventually dropping the little off his name, he would go by just Foot while attending South Shore High School in the Canarsie area of Brooklyn. While attending South Shore, Foot would go on to playfully start a crew called the Pimps. But after seeing how serious those around him were taking the movement, he decided to give it some structure by creating a handshake and a color the Pimps would identify themselves with. Even after Foot would no longer be attending South Shore, the Pimps would continue to grow in the school and in East New York, where Foot had a lot of ties with people in the neighborhood. Another big part of Foot's life was graffiti. Introduced to it by older guys in his neighborhood, he would start off tagging up as Ner, N-E-R first. Wherever he went around the city, he would be sure to strike up Ner somewhere and would be seen by those passing by. But after getting into some trouble at home with his grandmother, he would make the name switch to Foot and start tagging that up all over the city, even incorporating a drawing of a footprint into many of his pieces. Eventually, we have to slow down in the tagging up once he started to get into some serious situations in the street, to the point the police were looking to question him for a few things. Music was also a big part of Foot's life throughout the years, with songs and videos dating back to the early 2000s. In recent times, he's worked with Handsome Baller, who's another rapper from East New York with a buzz in the industry. Foot will also do an interview with Mel CV, discussing his music and the many other things he had going on in his life, like his clothing line Footwear. Footwear would end up doing pretty good for him, as other pimps and people in the neighborhood will buy his clothes on a regular basis. Foot has stopped wearing other designer brands altogether and will only wear his brand every day. Foot had a lot of different things on his plate to focus on, hoping eventually one of them would hit it big and take him to the next level of success. But before any of that would come into fruition, tragedy would strike on the morning of June 20th of 2020, when Foot would be shot and killed while washing his car in front of his house. The shooting, which was caught on camera, looked unprovoked and out of the blue. Sadly, Foot, who was shot multiple times, didn't even see it coming. But yo, it's What's the Numbers TV is a quick profile piece on Foot, aka Foot for Mayor, real name Kenneth Singleton, the big homie with little feet out of East New York, Brooklyn. You know, the founder of the Pimps. I didn't go too deep into the Pimps as far as their structure and their breakdown, their decks, or the Brownsmen and all that, because I really don't know too much about their structure, how they move and all that. So I just stated what I didn't know, which is supposedly Foot's. Said he started the whole movement in South Shore High School in the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. Rest in peace to Foot's, condolences to his family, friends, any kids he got. You know what I'm saying? If you know anything about East New York, it's not the easiest place to move around in. There's a lot of things going on out there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things happening every single day. You check the papers, always something going on in East New York, man. But yo, go follow the Instagram if you're not following already. I got like 400 or 500 followers over there. I appreciate everybody who is following over there. Be trying to build some, you know, traction over there on the Instagram side of things for What's the Numbers TV. So I appreciate y'all supporting over there. Also on the YouTube, follow up. We about to be at 35,000, pushing towards 50K. So I appreciate y'all. Follow up if you're not following already. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, because the videos is about to come more consistently. You know, summertime, you know how it be, moving and shaking. But you know, we about to lock back in and start flooding weekly with more videos. But yo, I got the email up. Anybody want to get at me on some business? I got the merch. Go check the merch out. The Patreon. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things going on. What's the Numbers? Just stay in tune with what we got, man. But like I said, man, it's What's the Numbers TV. It's your boy Paul Rowe. We be back before you know it, man. We out of here. Peace.